Hello everybody in YouTube land. Well, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a stovetop espresso, and what we'll need for this is obviously the stovetop espresso pot, which looks like that, and of course some finely ground coffee beans. It's best to try to grind your own beans, as you'll get a far more authentic original flavour. These are the ones I like to use myself. These are actually Costa coffee beans. They're a grade 5, which is very strong at espresso style, and of course when they're ground very finely, that's what they'll look like. Right, let's get started then. First of all, just a bit about the actual coffee pot. It comes in 3 sections. Top section there, it screws off quite easily. The middle section there, which is the basket which you add your coffee, and the bottom section there, which is where you add the water. You'll see it has a very small valve there on the side, and you actually have to fill the water just below the valve level there. Right, so let's get started. First of all then, I'll use some filtered water, and I'll fill the reservoir up just to below the valve. Right, that's filled up to just below the valve there. And now to add on the middle part, the basket. And now we will add our coffee. As I said before, this is very finely ground, strong espresso style coffee from the beans which I just showed you. Right, just fill up the basket to the top with the coffee. And then just very gently pat it down. Don't overdo that part, it's very important. And now all we need to do is screw on the top part of the pot. Right, make sure you screw that on very firmly, and that the joint, the seal there, is contained. Right, now all that remains to be done now is to put this onto the stove at a very low light. I'll just do that now. There we go, and now the espresso stove pot is there on the stove at a very low light. That's the lowest it will go, and that's going to take about 5 minutes to come up to boil. And what happens then is, when it's boiling, the pressure actually builds up here in the base, and then the coffee actually shoots through the basket into this top part here. Right, we'll come back in part 2 to show you the results of this coffee. So see you again in part 2 in about 5 minutes.